Another piece of technology that I want to ask you about. So when it comes to dairy farming, a lot of people know about methane problems and stuff like that. So what are you guys doing to kind of combat methane production with dairy farming?
So we are currently in the process of installing a methane digester. We broke ground with the company earlier in the year where they're going to install a methane digester here on our farm. And they're going to take this product that is already extremely valuable to us, the manure solids that our cows are producing, and where we take those manure solids and we take that organic water and we apply it to our fields as fertilizer. So in the process of that, the methane digester is going to capture those organic solids and organic water, and it's going to stay stored in that methane digester for a period of time to where it's heated up to a certain temperature to where it starts releasing the methane out of those organic solids and organic water. That methane will then be captured and scrubbed and converted into RNG, or renewable natural gas.
Okay. And so what's the plan to incorporate that natural gas?
Natural gas, RNG, will be injected into a pipeline that is actually a mile from where the methane digester is at.
Oh, okay, cool. So, I mean, do you know, like, off the top of your head, like, how much, RNG that'll be producing once it's up?
Oh, I do have that number somewhere, and I probably should know it off the top of my head, but it is.
That's fine if you can't think of it. Like, do you think that you could potentially, like, run, like, a whole dairy or, like, a whole house? But, how much stuff do you think that RNG could run?
I am very unfamiliar and new with the whole RNG thing. So it's one of those things that really has perked our interest because of the ability and the diverse revenue stream that it can bring into our farm here. So I'm still learning it as well. I know it's measured in decatherms is one of the reasons, but to measure that and know, like, if that'll run 25 cars or if that'll run, supply the natural gas supply for 100 homes. I'm not sure. I'm not sure of how that works. I recently did an interview with the Florida Natural Gas Association, and I believe they were going to work on some of those numbers and figure out where that kind of lands.
That's cool. Do you know of any other dairies, like, around the country that have done stuff like this, just to kind of see what happens?
Yes, there are several dairies that have methane digesters, and there are several dairies throughout our state of Florida that have methane digesters, down through South Florida and some of our neighbors, even over at Alliance. They have methane digester that they've been running for several years, and I'm pretty sure they just did some upgrades to their system as well.
That's crazy, just how methane is going to be digested into natural gas. So a lot of people, you've probably heard about this. I heard years ago that they were developing backpacks for cows to capture methane from them. Have you heard about that?
I can't say I'm familiar with the topic.
Well, that's fine. You're definitely not missing anything. I think it was in, like, the early stages of development. But so methane comes from, obviously, the waste from cows. It also comes from their burps, right?
Yes, it can. It can come from burps as well. But there's a topic there. It's coming from the fertilizer that the cows produce, not necessarily their waste. That is a valued product here, and as long as several other dairies, is that the organic solids and organic manure that the cows are producing, that is already a valuable resource to us as dairy farmers, because that's helping us grow our crops that we have. So the methane digester is just a little stopping point in between. It's just being held up at a stoplight before it goes to its end resource of going out on the fields as fertilizer.